Hello, hi Aqua, hi Jay. Can you drink coffee out of a can like beer? Is it sold in cans? It is. They, at least by me, they sell that. You go to like any supermarket, you can get cold brew coffee in a can. And it costs like $4 a can, and it's super not worth it. I don't know if that's the thing anywhere else. Probably not, because I imagine other countries are more sensible about that and wouldn't sell $4 coffee in a can. It's weird. The coffees by me are like always really weird flavored, and they're not good either. You know, unsurprisingly, coffee out of a can is pretty dog shit. It's about on par, I'd say, with instant coffee, which is what I'm drinking right now. Actually, I'm having a little Dalgona coffee, or like a lazy one, because I didn't want to get the stick blender out, so I just shook it up in a jar and had that. I also have a sandwich cookie. I have an Aldi seasonal cookie. I have it's supposed to be apple pie flavored, but it just tastes like brown sugar, so not apple pie flavored. Anyway, once again, did I already say hi? I'll say it again. Hi Jay, hi Aqua. Welcome to this little chatting stream. Welcome to a chatting stream, because I have spent like the last 2 weeks exclusively playing exclusively playing Hollow Knight and Silksong. And it's been a while since I had a chance to just sit down and chat, like straight up with no real interruptions. And it's crazy because a lot's happened in those 2 weeks that every time I would start a stream, I'd be like, damn, I should chat about this today. And then I don't because I'm too locked in on Silksong and Hollow Knight. Anyway, I'm gonna take one last bite of this cookie. Cookie. Yeah, it just kind of tastes like brown sugar and pie spices. Doesn't really taste like an apple pie though, or anything. I should have gotten. They had 2 variants of this at Aldi. They had like a pumpkin spice version and an apple spice version. I got the apple spice one because I thought, ooh, I'll be different. I won't get the pumpkin spice. I should have gotten the pumpkin spice. But this one's just nothing. Get overstimulated like 10 minutes again. So on your phone now. Yeah. I can see how a computer would be overstimulating. There's kind of a lot in my face right now, including flies. There's so many flies in my house right now. It's crazy. I don't know where they're all coming from. I actually found the other day. So there's always been like this mild draft in my bedroom that like in the winter it's really, really bad. And I always just assumed, oh, it's just like the old, gross, shitty building I live in. There's just a crack. But no, I noticed the other day as I was walking home, I live in a lower, like a basement level apartment. And so I noticed I was walking by, it looked like my window was open. I was like, what the fuck is that? Turns out my window has like 3 parts. It's got the inside window, then it's got a screen mesh, then it's got an outside like hard glass thing that's supposed to seal, like, seal it shut, keep it cool. That outside glass thing had been open this entire time, ever since I moved in. So turns out that's why the draft is there. So, I couldn't close it from the inside for some reason, so I gotta go outside and close it, but nice note, at least you're drunk. I'm the opposite of drunk. I have coffee, so I am like stimulated right now. Is that what it's called? Stimulant? That's the opposite of like a depressor, right? Or what is, I have made that mistake once. Also, I wish it got cold so there wouldn't be flies here anymore. It's really annoying having flies. But I remember years ago when I worked in a pharmacy, I was like thinking about that. I was thinking like, wow, I really want to like, I was really like sleepy on the job, stocking shelves and stuff. And we had like the resident pharmacist on hand, and I was just stocking shelves, and I was like, thinking to myself, like, oh, I really want like a coffee, but I don't want any caffeine because it makes me jittery. So I couldn't think of the word for stimulant at the time. So I turned to our resident pharmacist, and I was like, hey, do we have any drugs here that are like antidepressants? And because that was like, in my head, I was like, oh yeah, a depressant makes you sleepy. So an antidepressant is like what coffee is, right? So I asked like, hey, do you know if we have any over-the-counter antidepressants? And he gives me this look like, you would need to go to a doctor to get those prescribed They don't sell antidepressants over the counter for depression. And I was standing there like, what, depression? What the fuck are you talking about, depression? I just want some fucking coffee. I just want, like, you know, like caffeine, but without the caffeine. What's that called? And he was like, oh, stimulant. And then he was like, no, we don't have anything like that. So it's funny. No, I don't have medical education. I worked in the front area. I was like a cashier for this pharmacy, taking care of all the non-drug stuff or over-the-counter stuff they sold. I would just yap with our on-site pharmacist because he was pretty cool and he shared his Nintendo Switch Online family account with me. I paid him $5 a year and I got to be on his family account. And that was years ago, so I have since been kicked off, but, you know, sorry, I'm mixing the last of my coffee here. I've already drank all of it. It was a Dalgona coffee with bits of Dalgona in it. I found out the other day that, like, you can make... I saw a YouTube short that I just scrolled across. It was like, hey, here's how to make honeycomb candy. And the process they showed was, like, the easiest thing ever. It's literally just make caramel, but stop before it gets too dark, and also, like, add baking soda. And I was like, it can't be that easy. So I tried making it, and I was like, wow, it really is that easy. So now I have a whole bag. I actually have a photo. Do I have the photo saved on my computer? It might not be. Hang on. I took a photo of it. I think I showed the photo off already, actually. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. I don't remember if I showed this photo off. I will... You know what? Wait. Did I? I did show it off already. This is what it looks like. This is what the honeycomb candy looks like. This is, yeah, this is honeycomb candy. This is literally just caramelized sugar with baking soda added, and it's so good and, like, crunchy. Actually kind of tastes... You're gonna go for some night fishing before sleeping. Well... Keep me on the background for good luck. keep me open and it's good. Play me for the fish and maybe they'll you just go belly up themselves, eh? Yeah, this is what it looks like. This is what yeah, it's like really crunchy and crispy. And like what's it called? It tastes like, I don't know if this is a thing in Canada or Europe, but there's like this American brand of cereal called Honeycomb, I think. Is it Honeycomb cereal? Let me see. Yeah, this is it. It's called Honeycomb, and it looks like this. Hang on, I will switch the photo over. It looks like this, right? This is Honeycomb. And this is a really shitty picture. Wow, why did I grab such a shitty looking photo? Whatever. This is honeycomb, though. It is unsurprisingly, or I always assumed it was honey flavored. But eating this honeycomb candy now, I'm realizing, like, it tastes exactly like this. Like, the honeycomb candy and the honeycomb cereal, like, I have to imagine that's the actual flavor. Like, I feel like they probably use, like, a drop of real honey and the rest of it's, you know, just caramelized sugar. Because it tastes just like it. It is really good. And I actually had not recently, I had it ages ago. I had a coffee from a place near me that was like, oh, it's Dalgona coffee. And in my head, I'm thinking, like, you know, the COVID trend of like, oh, it's like a creamy coffee topper. I'll get that, even though I can make it at home for fucking pennies on the dollar. Excuse me. But yeah, I made it, or I ordered one, and I was shocked because it was just normal coffee, but it had chunks of like actual Dalgona honeycomb candy in it. And so I was just like, what the fuck? Like, huh? Like, it was chunks of this, and it's not, you can't see it here, and I really don't want to get up to take a photo of it. Let me just see if I can find a photo of it. Honeycomb candy. Honeycomb candy. Yeah, this is kind of what it looks like, but not really. The one I made does not look like this. The one I made looks lazier. A little bit. I mean, yeah. Well, the thing is, okay, I've tried making this two ways. One way, oh god. Is that cookie in my throat? It's kind of lazy, though. The lazier method is honestly the better version. Like, this one came out looking like this, and I made it in the microwave, right? I made this in the microwave. You like microwave sugar and like a little bit of water for 3 minutes and 30-second intervals. Then once it turns like slightly amber, like very light amber too. You do not want it dark at all. You want this stuff really light. But once it's a little light, you like just add a teaspoon of baking soda and it turns into this. And it's really easy and really good. It wasn't good when I made it because I overcooked the sugar and burnt it. But if you make it correctly, it's really, really good. And then I also made it in a pot, like cooking it normally. That one was not good. That one, I mean, it was good. It just came out weird. It didn't come out as puffy as I wanted it. But this is not what mine looked like. Again, I will reiterate, mine was not this nice looking. I don't know why it wasn't. I don't know what was wrong with mine. I guess just the way I made it. You know, when you make it super janky like this, it doesn't come out looking this pretty. But it looked like, this is what it's supposed to look like. Mine, you know, like I said, didn't look like it. But it's like really light and crispy. You know, like it's this super nice crunch, but it also melts in your mouth. So it's like super good and cool. I really like it. I think it's really good. But yeah, I added a little bit to my coffee. And it turned out pretty good, I gotta say. You know, it gave it a nice little fruity flavor to it. I wouldn't say it was great. It wasn't life-changing, but it was good. It was solid. It was like, you know, it was pretty solid. I dug it. It was pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, this is the food talk section. This is the food talk section of the stream where I'm just yapping about everything I've eaten recently, which is a good bit. I have eaten a lot. I have been trying to cook up different things recently. I made what do I have? Oh, I bought, hang on. No, I don't think I have eaten anything interesting recently, actually. I've been eating a lot of raw carrots again. Once again, my main diet staple is that of a rabbit. But, oh, speaking of food, actually, I have been playing this game, this online game called Scrandle. You know, if you're in the Discord, you probably see I've been really, really into Wordle recently. Like, I usually play it almost every day. And as a result, I found out about this thing called Scrandle, which, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Let me see, hang on, where's window capture? Here's window capture room. Here we go. This is Scrandle. Oh, that's not Scrandle, that's some other shit. Hang on. This is way too fucking big. Oh, not like that. Oh my, okay, let's just reset this transformation. I don't know what the hell is going on here. This is, yeah, here, we'll just do it like this. This is Scrandle. This is like a weird game where you like, pick between two different like sports events foods, and you have to decide which one was more liked by people based on how it looks and the price. So this one's actually kind of hard. This one's actually two really good looking dishes. I'm gonna guess this one. Fuck, yeah, sometimes it's literally off by 0.40% is fucked up. But yeah, then some, you know, it varies between it. But you basically have to pick which one seems like it would have been better received. You know, like this, it varies. You know, you'd think it'd be like, oh, what's the best looking food for the least amount of money? But sometimes it's more, you know? I think it's gonna be this though, fried chicken. No, again, off by 30%, even less than last time. Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. This one's like all good looking food, which is fucked up. Okay, yeah. This is all like ones with really close margins. Usually you get at least one or two that's a bit further off. Oh, here we go. Chicken teriyaki skewer, even cheaper. Oh, but this one comes with a beer, is the thing. If it comes with a beer, you get kind of fucked up if it comes with. I'm gonna guess it's the cheaper one. It's not the cheaper one. Fuck me, I knew it. It's always the beer. Playing this shit, it's literally always the beer. It is always. This is also like entirely Asian stadium food, which means it all looks actually good, and there's no like disgusting British bullshit on here. That's what I really like, is when it throws you some awful looking British shit. I'm gonna guess it's the cheaper one, yakiniku. No, what the these are all, this is such a bullshit day. This day is such bullshit. These are all like way too close. Curry rice, there we go. I got one. I'm getting like all of these wrong. Takoyaki, not takoyaki! That's 6 takoyaki for $3, you dickhead! Who the fuck is, whatever. Yeah, pork ramen. Yeah, this is like unusual. If it's unusual, it's not gonna win. Yeah, here we go. Okay, this is two that look fucked up. We got a kiwi and sausage pizza and spaghetti with French toast. This kiwi and sausage pizza, every time I see it, it's like 30%, so I'm gonna guess it. Yeah. No one wants fucking kiwi and sausage on their pizza. Yeah, let's click on practice. See if we can find some really bad looking ones. This one is pretty normal. I'm gonna guess it's the tacos. Yeah. This one... Oh, here we go. Here's a fucked up looking one. Look at this fucking thing. Look at this fucked up looking thing. It's really nice. I love it when it gives you two really fucking bad looking ones. Oh yeah, here we go. We're getting into the British stuff now. Oh yeah. Look at this shit. Look at this green mass. Look at this. Look at this green mass. Let's see. Currywurst, here we go. Again, if it comes with beer, it's almost always gonna be in first, unless it's like exorbitantly expensive. Here we go. This is... Look at this shit. Here we go. One of my favorites is just two options that look like complete fucking dog shit. It's probably the hot dog. No, it's the fish. Oh, that's fair. Oh, sticky rice and coconut. Ooh. This one's so much cheaper, but I feel like it's unusual enough that people would go for this. Yeah. I got this. I'm mentally on it. Oh, here we go. Another fucked up looking one. Sausage curry. Oh, this looks so fucked up. This is two really fucked up ones, but this is cheaper. So I got, yeah. It's cheaper. So it's, you know, price usually plays a big factor. Oh, here's this one I see so often. This one shows up a lot. This one and like one other pork item show up a lot, and they look so fucked up. It's great. I love it when one just looks fucking disgusting. What the fuck is that thing? England. Double cheeseburger junior hot dog. What the fuck? I gotta imagine. Yeah, that's a fucking monster, huh? That's a fucking abomination. Ooh, 38 cents for samosas or pizza with an omelet. 15%! Oh shit. Yeah, that's Scrandle though. It's really, really fun. I really like Scrandle. I won't always play it every day, but I'll play it a lot of the time, and it's just a good time. Oh, excuse me. Sheesh. Kind of just a good time. You know? I don't know. I really enjoy daily games. I enjoy... I don't know. It's just nice to have something to do every day. It's like... Yeah. It's fun. Anyway, I have a note. I've got one of those post-it notes full of stuff I've written down to talk about. Every night at work, I'm doing one of two things. I'm either like watching TV, doodling on post-it notes, or I am writing down things to remember to talk about on post-it notes. And yeah. Oh yeah, okay. I can actually talk about this now. Yesterday, in case you were here, yesterday was the little collab with Ameho Shizora. He was, if you remember, if you were in stream like a week ago, I think, there was also a moment, I don't think anyone was in stream, because this was one of the Silk Song streams, and nobody fucking comes to those, because everyone's trying to play on their own. But it was one of the Silk Song streams that CyberLive manager stopped in and was like, oh, I'll reach out to Ame for you and ask about a collab. And I was like, no, I'll remember to do it after stream. And I didn't remember to do it after stream. So, yeah. CyberLive manager did in fact reach out to Ame, and we did finally set up a collab that we had first fielded the idea of like several months ago. several months ago. And we slid into each other's DMs and just started trying to figure out what game to play. And we decided on Portal 2 because it seemed, at the time, it seemed like it'd be the best one for like, you know, oh gosh, you know, for us both, for both our computers to like function while we played, which turned out to not be the case. That game didn't really run well at all. It kind of ran really, really badly actually, and almost killed both of us. But yeah, we set that up very last minute. I think we literally set that up. The collab was on Thursday. I think we set it up on Tuesday that we were gonna do something. And so, what's it called? Yeah, it was very last minute. I'm used to Sometimes I do collabs like that. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the time I like to have, like, I mean, I'm able to do that now that I don't do schedules anymore. But, I feel like back in the day, I really liked to, like, plan, what the fuck? Sorry, I'm like glancing off to the side of my screen where I have Twitter open because usually I don't have anything open but OBS in my game, but I'm not playing a game today, so I also have like my normal browser open and I'm kind of peeking at it every so often, like doing a little shifty-eyed, like, oh wow, oh, that's interesting. Oh wow, that's it. Oh wow, that's a funny post. Like, repost. Oh, interesting. Wow, really good, really good. But yeah, normally I like to just sort of prepare things like that several weeks in advance, but I'm getting better at kind of doing stuff last minute, you know, kind of just scheduling stuff like, oh, let's do it tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, or let's do it tonight. I've never scheduled a collab for like the night like that we start talking about it, because that's like insane. But every so often it's good, you know? It's fun sometimes to just suddenly have plans. But yeah, an anime collab was really fun. If you didn't watch it, I think that was actually like one of my favorite collabs I've done. I didn't know what it'd be like, because I've never like interacted with him on stream. We've been in each other's chats before, but oh god, I just drank some coffee. I know why I'm so tired. I only got like 4 hours of sleep tonight. I did not get very much sleep tonight. I was very much so up early and doing it. Sorry, I'm not going to talk about this, but there's a really fun, on Twitter, there is a really funny, like, incorrect news article that, like, the AI summarized. And I'm like... I'm going to post this in the Discord. Just because I don't want to say this out loud on stream. I posted it in the whatever channel, but it's really funny to me. Sorry, I saw that. That's why I like got stun locked earlier. I was like glancing off to the side, like, what the fuck? What? Huh? What the hell? And then like came back because I saw that. And now seeing it again, I like clicked on it properly, and it's like, what the fuck? That's not what happened. I don't think that's what happened, Grok. I think you got that one a bit wrong, buddy. Oh, fuck me. Sorry, I'm not gonna talk about this. This is like the number one thing I'm not going to talk about. Let me just send it to friends real quick. Sorry. Okay, no. But so yeah, I know I want to plan more collabs. I literally, after yesterday's stream, me and Ame stayed up for like an extra 30 minutes just yapping to each other. We would have been up longer yapping to each other, but I had to leave and get ready for work because I worked last night. And speaking of work, one of the big things I want to talk about is I shall save that for a bit later in the stream, but yeah, I do have been and just hanging out. I actually had a scare the other day when I was going to work. I thought my tire had popped. I had, like, while I was driving, I heard this hissing noise coming from the back of my car, and I was like, what the fuck is that shit? Is there like a fucking possum stuck under my car? Like, what is that? And then, like, halfway to driving to work, I got, like, a pop-up on my car, like a warning saying, like, hey, your tire pressure's low, and I'm like, my tire pressure's low? What do you mean my tire pressure's low? And I was terrified as I pulled into like my work parking lot that like I was gonna come out that morning to find that my tire was completely flat. And so I like spent the shift like fucking terrified, constantly going out to my car to check to see like, is my tire flat yet? No. Is my tire flat now? No. I was just like so scared because it's like it'd be just such a pain in the ass to take care of. And luckily, my tire wasn't flat. It was fine. It was just weather and general wear and tear that made it drop in pressure a bit. But now I'm luckily able to drive about, which I do need to go to the store, actually. I gotta buy yeast because I've run out of yeast, which means I can't make bread anymore, which is killing me because that's like my one passion I have left is making bread. I feel like I want to try making sandwich bread. And like, I always just make like super crusty bread or baguettes, but I feel like I'd like to really try making some kind of sandwich bread to enjoy. There's like a sandwich chain near me called, what is it called? I think it's called Potbelly. Yeah, it's called Potbelly. It's like just one of those, like average, it's kind of like Quiznos. Are they still around? I assumed for a long time Quiznos had shut down like completely because I've never seen one. But then like a couple weeks ago, I think while I was in DC for Otakon actually, I heard someone mention Quiznos to me. And I was like, wait, Quiznos, aren't they shut down? And I was like, oh no, they're still around. They're still up and happening. And I'm like, what the how? What have they been doing? Huh? But yeah, it's like that. I've been going there for lunch a lot because they've got a special for like $8, where it's like you get a 6-inch sub, chips, and a drink for $8, which, you know, it's no $5 foot long, but we're not exactly living in 2006 anymore either, so, excuse me. But yeah, I want to go back there. I always just get the meal deal they have, but I'm thinking I might try one of their actual sandwiches sometime, you know? I feel like I really want an Italian sub, and I haven't had one in a while. Maybe I can get one there. I don't know. But yeah, where'd I get this book? Oh yeah, speaking of, I remember why I was talking about this, because I went there yesterday to pick up my copy of Notes from Underground, which, by the way, this month's book club, hang on, let's just go over there. Let's just go over. Hey, look, it's the book club. Wow, guys, hey, it's the book club. Hey, look, it's my book club. Nobody else is here because we don't meet for like another 3 weeks? 2 weeks? 2 weeks, wow. Oh, wow. It's actually closing in fast. I gotta read this fucking book. Jesus Christ, it's closing in fast, huh? But it's the book club, and that's there's that month's book, this month's book, Notes from Underground by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Dostoevsky. Yeah, okay. I should have practiced that name a bit more. But yeah, this is, I don't know, you can see actually the spinning circles off to the right side of the screen for Rin and Cordelia, because they actually had functioning models last time, and nobody else did. My model wasn't even on this screen. I had to turn it back on real quick. It was crazy. But yeah, book club's empty right now. I've never actually looked at this screen that closely now that I think about it. I don't know, like, what are these books that are, like, lining the walls? These are just, like, I don't even know what these books are. This is, like, a random fucking bookstore, I think. I know I bought, or I didn't buy, this is a random image I pulled off of Unsplash for, you know, copyright protection, but I've randomly pulled it off there and was thinking, like, oh, wow, yeah. This looks like a good book club setting, but I'm realizing now this is just a bookstore. Like, I feel like the real book club setting is like, you know, all the book clubs I've been to usually take place at like cafes or bars, and it's like, I don't know, because I don't drink. I don't know about the rest of the group. I know me and V don't really drink, but I think Cordelia drinks pretty. I don't want to say she drinks frequently because I don't know that, and I don't want to like randomly like accuse her of being an alcoholic, but I know she drinks at least, you know? And I don't know about Rin. No, Rin's I don't know. I don't know if they drink. And then I don't know about Titania either, but have it be in someone's attic? This kind of looks like an attic. Also, hi Ryan. I almost didn't notice you were there. Your name's blending in with the rest of the green in the chat. But yeah, this is like a really, I don't know. Maybe I'll check. Maybe I'll make like an actual screen for the book club. Speaking of actual screens, I've never shown this off, but I was like just going through my my scenes, and I found this. This screen didn't have an audio capture. There was no audio on this screen. This screen, because I never ended up using it, this screen did not have audio capture. But this was months and months ago, like at the start of the year, I think. I made this screen for a potential D&D game that I'd been setting up with like a group of people. And I made this whole layout. I made this whole setup and screen layout, and I based it off of the UI for the old Wizardry games, actually. And I made this whole thing. I was like, oh yeah, a person in each corner. We got the main screen on here for like the scenario stuff, and it's like, it was a really put a lot of effort into this screen, and it never ended up coming to fruition, which is why every so often I go on Twitter and vague tweet like, does anyone want to play D&D? Does anyone want to join my D&D game where I'll DM for you? Points fingers together. And yeah, it does kind of look like what's that show? The Brady Bunch, with like all the different faces in the squares on the title screen. It does kind of look like that. But no, this was just a D&D setup. I liked the idea of a D&D game that had like the aesthetic of an old school CRPG or ARPG, whatever the fuck you'd call it. But yeah, I never got to use this, which was kind of disappointing. You know, I had really hoped to be able to do something with this, and not being able to sort of stunk, you know? What does this do? Oh, that's the entire overlay. Wow. that's the entire overlay that just disappears. Hey, look, it's a gradient. Hey, that's my color palette as the gradient. Wow. And then that's that. Oh, that's me. And then, yeah, there was like, I'd have like a separate background for every player based on who it was. Like, I'd ask them for their own backgrounds that they wanted. I guess by that metric, it would be even more like a Brady Bunch sort of thing. But yeah, this was unfortunately lost, didn't end up happening. But you can see chats right down there in the middle, you know, where sort of the description bar would be saying like, oh, you've taken X amount of damage, you've taken, you know, sort of just that update little bar. You got the items in the bottom left and a sort of map of, this is a placeholder, but this would have been like a, bottom right would have been like a map of the area sort of thing for players to keep track of. And yeah, I was so excited. I got so excited about this. I prepped so much for this just for it to not end up happening. This is like the collab for me that like lives in my brain rent free as like the sort of the one that got away, you know. And nameplates. Oh yeah, I did have nameplates. I had nameplates that didn't end up having any names in them, but they're set up. These are all like nameplates that are completely set up to like, you know. Oh wait, no, there is. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, I think. Oh, it's just turned off. Yeah, there we go. Super brief. I'm not turning that back on because it's kind of, I don't want to out anyone who would have been involved in it. I shouldn't have even done that, but real quick I will enable. Yeah, see, you've got a little screen, a little name tag saying like, look, I'm Zett Asteria, I'm the DM. Ha ha ha. Hee hee hee. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. my little fairy area, up in my fairy cage, up in the top right. This is the top right, yeah. My little fairy cage in the top right. Isn't it nice? Isn't it pretty? Haha, hee hee. But yeah, I don't know. Someday I'd like to use this screen. I've never deleted it. Like, I've deleted a lot of screens. Like, I deleted all of, like, you know, this. This is the only remnant of the Midsummer Night's Dream play collection because there were, like, that. I don't think I ever did, like, behind the scenes on how that stream worked. But there were, like, 12 separate scenes I had set up for it, all of which were just like totally mucking up my thing. Totally mucking up my scene collection, so I deleted all of them except this one. And you can see it's kind of fucked up actually. Like it looks like I'm peeking out from behind a curtain. Like, oh, excuse me, let me go back behind the curtain, haha. But yeah. Oh, what other rooms like? Oh, I've got this room too. It's the where am I? There I am. It's my party room. It's the Chuck E. Cheese. It's the Chuck E. Cheese It's the Charles Entertainment Cheese Room from my birthday party. I never Yeah. I left this one here because I thought it was kind of funny. You know, I liked this room. This was a nice room. It was pretty. It was funny. I never used it again. Does this room still have like fucked up music playing in the background, or is this playing like normal music now? I can't tell. I don't know. Let's go back to my room. Let's just go back here. Sure, I'll be able to do a D&D thing someday. I hope so. I don't know. That would require me to have like at least 4 friends, and you know, I don't know that I have at least 4 friends who would be willing to play D&D. Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh god. Wow, that was fucking embarrassing. I almost killed myself drinking some water. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. I had a oh god. Hang on. Okay, I had like I had some coffee left that I had like my straw in, but there was like not enough coffee to really drink easily. So I was like, oh, let me get a good slurp in, and I like launched an air bubble into my throat, and now it's like doing this. It'll stop. It'll stop on its own, I'm sure. It'll be fine. It'll stop on its own. But yeah, that was that. That was a I'm gonna die. I'm gonna kill myself if I have to put up with this any longer, man. This sucks. Oh. Anyway. Anyway. Oh yeah. Okay. I think I'm good. I hate this. I hate this. I hate being alive. This sucks. Okay. It's fine. I'll be fine. I'm just gonna talk through it. I'm just gonna try to talk through it and pray my throat doesn't close up on me. But yeah, other than that, it's been raining a lot recently. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal is, but it's like, I guess it's just the season for it. It's kind of getting there. But I think I mentioned this briefly on my last Silk Song stream, that there was like, I was looking to, what's it called? Get some, ouch. I was looking to like go shopping a couple days ago, and yes, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna go mute. I'm gonna mute and just go get some fucking water, actually. Okay, it's still going, so I think I'm just fucked, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah. It was raining really bad a couple days ago, though, and I meant to go, like, yesterday. I think it was Tuesday I had to go. Tuesday, I tried to go out and do a bunch of shopping to, like, you know, just get things done. Like, just do all my errands and such, but it wasn't possible because of the rain, which You know, I didn't expect it'd be an issue, but like, you know, when Tuesday my plan was to do a bunch of stuff. Tuesday my plan was to go out, was to walk to my library to pick up my copy of Notes from Underground, which didn't happen because of the rate. So I was like, okay, that means I also can't go out for lunch like I was planning. But that's fine, I'll just go. I will just go and get some groceries, you know, we'll hop on the highway. It's like 2 p.m. right now. It's not gonna be that crowded on the highway. And so I went, and it was in fact that. Okay, I'm like so fucking sick to death of this. What the fuck? They never even last this long. These ones are like violent. What the fuck? These are pissing me the fuck off. Okay, I'm going to leave, and I'm not going to come back until this is dealt with. I'm putting you on BRB screen. Excuse me for a second. Excuse me for a second. Okay, I'm hoping that'll be it, but in case it's not... Maybe that'll do it. Maybe a good old scream does it. Nope. Okay, whatever. Maybe I'll end stream. Maybe I'll just give up. What was that sound? That was me screaming. That was me screaming into a fucking pillow I have so that I could let out this anger. Oh, okay. Whatever. Anyway. Oh, God. It's actually hurting my stomach to do. Oh, God. It's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. This fucking sucks, dude. This sucks so goddamn much. Whatever. It's fine. Oh. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, the rain. When I was, like, going out to try shopping on Tuesday, the rain stopped me from doing any of my errands I could walk to, which sucked. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll just go shopping. And where I live, I have to get on, like, the highway or the freeway to be able to go to the grocery store. Otherwise, I have to go to, like, local ones that are super expensive. So I'm like, I will go drive. I it's like a 3 or 4 minute drive from my house to the entrance to the highway. And on the drive there, I noticed like, wow, traffic's really slow. And like from the distance, from like, probably 1,000 feet away, I could see the entrance to the highway completely backed up. And then as I got closer, I could see onto the highway where it was also completely backed up. And I realized, oh my God, there's a fucking insane traffic jam on the highway. I do not need groceries that bad. So I ended up just going home and like, I basically didn't eat on Tuesday. I ate the shit I had in my house, which was not a lot, And so, which meant, and then on Wednesday, I woke up late and went to Mahjong, and there wasn't time to go shopping after because everything closes by the time I leave Mahjong. So I basically, the only day I could do errands was yesterday, And so I woke up yesterday, was like, okay, it's like, I've got like 4 hours until the collab stream. I have time to go do all my errands, right? I will have time to do all this. So I went, I walked down to the library, got my book, got lunch at the same time, was sitting down. It's like, okay, I got 2.5 hours left. That's good. That's great. Ate lunch, walked back home, went to the store, and I somehow lost an hour. And by the time I got home, there were 30 minutes until the collab was supposed to start. And I opened my DMs and Ame's in there like, hey, you ready to start prep? I'm like, I'm covered in sweat and I have to put away groceries. Can you give me like 10 minutes? And so I put away my groceries and took probably the fastest shower of my life. I think I was in and out in like 6 minutes. And it was tough. It was tough. But I managed somehow. And that's why that's why the stream yesterday was like 15 minutes late, because kind of just no, that was on me. That wasn't on Ame. Ame was ready 30 minutes ahead of stream. He was ready to go. He was on that shit, and I was not. So, whoops, my bad, my bad, Ame. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. But yeah. Anyway, other than that, not much else to say. Not much else to say at all. Honestly, that was a fine day otherwise. I went to work yesterday. I watched some dog shit TV. Oh my God, that's what I wanted to talk about. Okay, so this was going to be a different gap 2 weeks ago before I got really into Hollow Knight. So I finished recently. I've talked about this on stream recently that I've been watching the CW show Superman and Lois. Which is like, one of those DC CW shows. They're all pretty bad, except for this one. Superman and Lois was pretty good, but the ending, I thought, the final season and the last episode was kind of bad. Like, I was kind of like, wow, this feels really rushed and like out of nowhere. This is kind of a really unsatisfying ending to a lot of stuff. And at the time, classic CW, yeah. Well, the thing is, right? Hang on, because the show. At the time, my opinion of it was like, wow, the show was really good in season 1, then it kind of started going downhill and teetering off in quality, but it was still, pretty good for a CW show. That's what I thought. And then I decided, after I finished, I was like, wow, I kind of want to watch more DC shows, and Peacemaker is a weekly show, so I can't watch it all at once. So I decided, I remember years ago hearing that the DC Teen Titans show, the Netflix live-action Titans show, I remember hearing when it was airing, that was actually like the best DC show that was out, like compared to like the CW stuff at the time in like 2018 or something. It was like, yeah, DC Titans is actually really good compared to that shit on the CW. Like, we're eating good now, fellas. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll check out. I like the Teen Titans. I'll check this show out. I went in. I was like, okay, I'm erasing, the 2005 cartoon from my mind, right? I'm not gonna go in with that perception at all. I'm gonna give this show a fair chance. I'm not gonna let this really good show color my perception of this one. And man. Listen, the state the fucking CW, like, I watched, like, way back in the day, I watched, like, the first 3 seasons of Arrow and the first 2 seasons of The Flash, right? Way, way back. And I remember they were okay. But how fucking dog shit those shows must have become for people to say that DC Titans was the best DC had to offer is kind of insane, because DC Titans, like, watching it right after Superman and Lois makes Superman and Lois look like some sort of god tier, like, Breaking Bad fucking cinema on the silver screen. Like, it makes it seem like that, if you compare the two, it's like Superman and Lois should have been winning a dozen Emmys a year for its quality over DC Titans. It's crazy. Like, this CW show is better than this Netflix show. What happened? I thought Netflix was, back then, Netflix was supposed to be like the guys who made the good superhero shows. And instead, it's like, wow, this is the worst TV I've ever seen in my life. I made a tweet about it. Like, I was watching it. I was just so baffled, like, wow, I did not know they could make TV this bad. I did not know a TV show could be this bad. I did not know it could get this bad. I didn't know it was even possible for this many things to be bad in a TV show. Hang on, I'm gonna hiccup. But yeah, it was just like the show's so baffling because it's got so many things wrong with it, and it's like you don't even know where to start. It's like the pacing is bad, the writing is bad, the lighting is bad, the shot composition is bad, the characters are bad, the acting is bad, the fucking, like, every single part of this show has 4 fucking seasons. This show has more episodes than fucking Superman and Lois does. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? What the fuck? How does this show have this many episodes? This is who authorized this many episodes? What the fuck? It's like, you watch it, and it's like, wow, these characters are written really badly, but it's like every so often the show will, like, almost get it. Like, the show will write itself a scenario where it could offer some really good character moments or character growth. Like, there's one moment, I'm gonna just spoil the fucking show because I'm gonna be honest, I'm watching all 4 seasons because I'm a sucker for punishment. You should not watch DC Titans. It is bad. It is terrible. It is the worst show I've ever seen, actually. I'm going to just say, admittedly that I haven't watched a lot of terrible TV, but he took himself dick stroke. Yeah. God, it's so fucking bad though. It's so, like, I'm like halfway through season 2 right now, and it's just a fucking, oh my God. It's like, okay, there's a scene in season 1, right? A big part of the show is the fact that Dick Grayson is like a giant piece of shit, right? Like, that's his character in the show, is that, he's a massive fucking piece of shit. Like, he's a dickhead. He lies to everyone. He's an asshole. He's just awful. And I don't mind that, actually. I think that kind of works. I think it kind of, it's an interesting direction to go in, to be like, in this realistic, gritty version of the Teen Titans. It's like, oh yeah, Dick Grayson spent his formative years beating up criminals in the street and, living in a fucking cave. Yeah, that would probably turn you into a weird antisocial fucking maniac. I was like, okay, I can dig this. I can work with this. But it's like, they don't go anywhere with it. He does it, the entire first season passes, and it's like, he didn't have any character development. His character development was that, like, he stopped ghosting Bruce Wayne, and it's like, that's nothing. There's like this one moment in the show where, like, they give him like a drug or something to torture him. And the idea is like, oh, he's going to be locked in a mental battle to face his greatest fears in his mind, and he'll be unable to overcome them. And it's like, okay, this is obviously, this is going to be a character building moment for him. He's going to overcome his mental demons and have character growth here. It's the perfect setup for it. It's the obvious setup for this moment, That's just what's going to happen, obviously. No, he just gets out of it. He just, like, he gets unstrapped and it's like, Dick, we gotta go. And he's like, oh yeah, God, those demons were really scary, guys. I don't know. Oh God. And he just forgets about it. And there's no character growth. There's no character development. There's no character moment. It's just a chance for him to have a fight scene. And that's it. And it's like, guys, You know how to write, right? Like, what the fuck? And then it happens again. Later down the line, he gets another moment of like facing his inner nightmare and his inner demons. And once again, he does not overcome them. Somebody else does it for him. And it's like, guys, are we gonna have any character growth moments here? And the answer is no. And the most baffling, like, it's so every single time you think they're going to, you know, they like keep handing themselves character moments on a silver platter, and it's like they slap it away to fucking grab a TV dinner out of the freezer. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Who's right? Like, the show feels like it's either written by middle schoolers who, you know, are just writing comic book fan fiction edgy and who don't know how to write, right? Fucking, it's either being written by middle schoolers who flunked out of 8th grade English, or it's being written by like geriatric aliens who have never seen a human being interact with another human being, because there is just moments in this that are so like, there are no people who act like this. And it's not even like it's the alien characters in the show acting like this. It's the normal fucking people characters just being like, nobody speaks like this. Nobody acts like this. Nobody has ever spoken or acted like this in the history of the human race. What is this shit? Like, it's so consistently bad. And I'm just watching it like, how did anyone ever watch this and think this was good? Like, it's the craziest thing to me is the pacing, though. The pacing of the show is like, to illustrate how bad the pacing is, let me tell you, the final episode of the first season is the first episode of season 2. Like, they just cut the final episode of season 1 and made it the first episode of season 2 for some reason. And it's not even like, you know, like they actually did that. Like, it's just, oh, they just cut this episode and put it at the end of season 2 for whatever reason. No, they did not film the final episode of season 1 until they got renewed for season 2. And then the first episode of season 2 is the last episode of season 1's plot, and then it ends super conclusively. Like, it ends completely tying up all loose ends of the season, and then episode 2 of season 2 is a big fucking time skip, and it's like, what? Why the fuck would you do that? What the fuck? Why the fuck would you do that? Why would you do that? What the fuck? Like, guys, a cliffhanger doesn't work if I don't give a fuck. Like, if I had to actually wait to see this shit, I would have just been like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go watch some fucking soap operas or something, man. This is, it's just so fucking dog shit. And, you know, it's, the worst part is that every so often the show has like a gleam of quality. Like, every so often something, you know, they'll lock in randomly for an episode. Like, there's one really good episode in season 2 that's like the one I just saw, that's like Dick being haunted by his own guilt that manifests as Bruce Wayne, except Bruce Wayne is being a massive fucking like shithead and making fun of Dick at every opportunity and doing like fucking, you know, 60s Adam West Batman skits the whole time. And it's actually really good. It's funny, and it works really well as like a way to be like, yeah, Dick is, you know, it's like a character mode of like, oh yeah, Dick projects all his issues onto Bruce and can't take response. He blames Bruce for everything wrong that's happened to him, and so he projects even his own issues, that his own actions that caused horrible consequences, onto Bruce. He blames him for all that, and it's like just this nice little subtle moment of like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool, good character moment, and then it never happens again, and the show is just like right back to being written by aliens, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's just like, this is a show that had a writer's room. This is a show that had industry veterans. This is a show that was fucking headed up by the co-producer of fucking Smallville. How is it this bad? How is it even possible for this show to be so bad? It shouldn't be. There should be like something should have happened in between all this that makes it not as bad, but it doesn't. It's just dog shit from start to finish, and it's so baffling. It's so baffling. But whatever, you know, it's bad. It's real bad, but that's Netflix TV, I guess. Netflix stopped making good shows ages ago. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Netflix actually, there was that announcement that The new JoJo season's gonna be on Netflix again, which is real, real fucking downer. Real fucking just taking the winds out of the sails there. Like, oh, alright, well, that's... Alright, I guess I'm not gonna really watch this fucking show. Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. It won't be fucking awful at all. No, I totally trust Net. No, it's gonna be great, guys. Don't worry. This time for sure, guys. They handled other releases better after. I don't believe they're gonna handle this one well. I don't believe it. I don't fucking believe it. I don't believe that shit. Sorry. Oh, but yeah. I don't know. I guess it's whatever. I'll watch it. But it's just like, God, I guess this is it, huh? I don't know. I'll try to watch it. If they released in batches, I'm gonna fall off after the first batch. I might not even... If they released in batches, I might not even fucking watch the first batch, honestly. It's just like, I got better shit to do. I have such better shit to do than get invested in something I know I'm not going to finish. Like, I've never finished season 2 of... Or I've never finished the Stone Ocean anime. I've read all of JoJo, right? But I never finished the Stone Ocean anime just because after that first episode drop, I did just like, you know, it was like 4 fucking months of nothing. I just completely fell off it. And by the time the episode's releasing, I was like, I don't give a shit, man. I don't give a shit anymore. And I'm kind of expecting it'll happen again. Like, I don't really believe Netflix is gonna handle this well. They might. It'd be cool if they did, but I don't really believe it. I don't really believe that's gonna happen, you know? But who knows? Other than that, though, I don't know. Oh. But yeah. I don't know. Oh yeah, running back real quick, just to talk about Netflix Titans again. One thing that's really, like, one of the worst aspects of it that's actually kind of funny is, like, the episode recaps. Like, you know, your CW shows give you a little recap at the start of each episode. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, watching this fucking show, I'm, like, 90% sure this was a CW show that they just decided not to make and shipped off to Netflix instead. But, you know, they have recaps, right? The recaps are, like, at most a minute long, and they just, like... you know, ideally they're like 30 seconds long and they tell you, like, you know, what happened in previous episodes that you need to know about for this episode, right? They don't recap entire episodes to you. They recap, like, the important bits. They recap the plot points you need to know about for the episode you're about to watch. Because it's TV, right? They need you to, if you just pop on at a random point, you know, and haven't seen any previous episodes, they want you to be able to be hooked, you know? They want you to figure it out. DC Titans recaps entire episodes, including stuff that's just completely irrelevant, just to recap the entire episode. At its worst, the recaps, like the worst recap the show has, is a full 4 fucking minutes long of just recapping the previous episode. And it's like, this is a Netflix show. This is a show that is designed to be binged in one sitting. Not only do you not need to recap an episode so thoroughly that it takes a full 4 minutes, you don't have to recap episodes at all. I just watched the previous episode. I know what happened. Why are you doing this? It's just, I'm gonna stop talking about it because it's gonna drive me insane, but it is so truly a show that is just like laughable. It's not laughable, actually, because it's miserable in how bad it is in every possible aspect. Also, I have to say, last little thing, in this show, Deathstroke, you know, he's a character, and they call him Deathstroke. And I'm gonna be real, he sounds a lot fucking lamer calling him Deathstroke than he does just calling him Slade. Like, that's just my nostalgia brain talking, maybe. But it's like, they keep saying Deathstroke, and it just comes across as, like, lame, edgy bullshit. And it's like, you call him Slade, and it's like, it's like, oh, Slade is here. It's like, oh, Slade's here. Whoa. Ooh. you know? And then it's like, oh, Deathstroke's here. It's like, yeah, I bet he is. What's he gonna, yeah, what's he stroking this time, huh? He's stroking his death? Your death? Who's getting stroked by this dipshit? It's just lame as hell. I don't know. I'm done talking about that show, though. Oh. Yeah, though. Oh, yeah, I mentioned briefly that I was doing this. I've kind of played a bit of Silksong off stream. Just doing, like, areas I already went through, doing my grinding and stuff. Like, I had to, just, like, all the missions, like, the side quests for, like, kill X amount of enemies and collect these things. Like, because some of them are really, like, tedious. Like, one of them, the one in the Citadel that was, like, collect 10, like, of the pin swords that enemies drop, was, like, there were only 2 enemies that drop it. And they don't always drop it. So it's, like, it's just weird. It's like, oh, okay. What? Like, it's just, it takes, I had to kill like 30 enemies to get all the drops I needed, and it just took me like 45 minutes of grinding one area to get it. And I was like, this wouldn't have been good stream content. This would have only been good stream content if I could yap during it, and I like never yap while I'm playing Silksong because I just lock in. So a lot of it was stuff that would be better suited to just doing offline, you know? Yeah, I also got a bunch of, I went and kind of quietly did the crest missions to get extra crests, because those are also all just like, oh, kill a couple random fucking schmucks. And some of the crests are really cool, but all of them have really awful downward attacks that make it like, you know what, I'll actually save this for when I play Silksong again. I might play Silksong tomorrow. I'm not sure. I have stuff to do tomorrow, actually. I'm going to a concert tomorrow. I'm going to an Idol concert tomorrow that I actually have to find the fucking thing for again. Like, I think I lost the thing of like where I saved the name of the concert, and now I can't find it anymore because the only place I saw it advertised was on fucking Instagram. And it's like, Instagram kind of doesn't save shit. Instagram kind of doesn't save anything, right? Like, it doesn't save the shit you like. Likes on Instagram is literally just like quick validation, and it doesn't like feed you stuff anymore. It's just like, I don't know. I don't have any of this. Like, I don't know where to find this. Oh. Done co-hosting a Silksong stream. YouTube thumbnail has you reason. What'd you miss? Just some yapping. Hi, cruelty. I'm just yapping, trying to find this fucking... whatever. Yeah, I'm just yapping about some bullshit. Trying to remember where this fucking concert is tomorrow, because I can't fucking find it. And literally... no one that I can find. None of the accounts I'm seeing. Is it this? No, I hate Instagram so much. I hate using Instagram, but it's like the only place a lot of Kai Guy idols like post, period. But it's like a lot of them don't, so there's like no fucking way to figure out what's going on. And it's like, are we for real? Are we dead ass? Like, I just hate using it. I hate it. It's so fucking bad. It's genuinely like the worst social media platform I'm on. And I can't move off of it because it's the only fucking place a lot of these people are on. Oh, it's not even on Midwest Idol Union shit. That's better than a cemetery, I know. It's annoying. I'm trying to see, oh, is this it? No, this isn't it. Where the fuck is it? It's like not posted anywhere, is the issue. I'm like looking around. Also, even worse is for whatever reason, Instagram will not show you old posts ever. Like, Instagram does not even have like a follow page. If you want to see posts from people, you have to see them the day they're posted, otherwise they get like filed away forever. So it's like, I load up Instagram and it's like, oh, here's one post that was posted today. Okay, there's nothing else. Yeah, you can have some For You page bullshit. And it's like, brother, why? Why though? Ugh. It's just annoying. And now I'm sitting here trying to find literally any hint of this event and where it is happening. And it's just like, God, God. There's just nothing. There's just nothing here. Oh, I hate it. I hate using it. I'm trying to see, okay. I'm literally just looking at like the location it's being held at, and there's nothing. Like, I know where it is, but I don't know when it is, which is the big issue, right? And again, there is no hints whatsoever on any accounts of where it is. So it's kind of just like bullshit. Like, okay, what am I doing here exactly? What's happening? It is agony. It's complete fucking agony, and there's just nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. Because, like, what am I gonna even do? Like, maybe I can, like, load up Instagram in my history? Will that work? Can my history show? No, Instagram literally doesn't show anything. Hang on, okay. Maybe this will be it? No. Is Instagram not even... Instagram doesn't even save your actual location. Instagram is like some really fucked up shit that like doesn't... Hang on, festivals and events on this. Okay, hang on. Here we go, 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 here we go. Here we go. Tomorrow. 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 What is happening tomorrow? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tomorrow? Anything? Tomorrow? Tomorrow? It's tomorrow! I had a whole thing planned for tomorrow and now I can't find this anymore. Where is it? Question mark. Anything? Anything? They're showing me all these different events that, like, I don't care about. It's like, it doesn't... Oh my god. Hang on. Oh wait, filter. For tomorrow. Right, I want to filter for tomorrow. And... Minnehaha. Okay. Try keyword idle. No. Is this like not an officially sanctioned event or something? Date range. Minneapolis. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Anything? Are you gonna give me anything? Do I get anything? I don't think I get anything. I think it's just fucking lost media. I think it's just lost media. It's just lost media. It's just lost media. Okay. Well, this sucks. I guess I'm not going to this concert anymore, so I guess I got plenty of time tomorrow to play Silk Song. That's awesome. Not actually. It fucking sucks, actually. And I blame Instagram entirely. Actually, is there like anywhere... Does this motherfucker... I follow like one idol who's going to be at this concert, and I'm like trying to see like, is there... The thing is, they don't even post in their own fucking Discord. I'm in their Discord and they do not even post in it. So it's like, okay. So what the hell? Like, what the hell? Anything? Hang on. Is there anything? Is there anything in any of these idol Discords I'm in? No. Literally, did I fucking imagine this? Did I fucking, like, pretend this was happening? Like, what the fuck? Have I just completely imagined? No, here it is. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I found it. Oh my god. Oh my god, I found it. Okay. Okay, it's from 2 to 3 p.m. There it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Well, I found it. I found it. Oh. I'm not schizophrenic. I'm good. I'm cool. I'm chill. I've found it. I have found it. I'm following them, so I will not lose it again. And now I can hopefully make it out to see this. Oh my fucking god. I get it. I get it. I get that, like, you can't have, you know, you don't want to have. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I'm actually out of all liquids because there is no liquid. But I understand the idea of, like, oh yeah, we don't want to really crazy lock in, you know, we don't want to, you know, these are people. They don't want to have to run social media accounts like businesses, you know, they're doing it for fun. But it's like, oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Whatever. I wish I could be at US Idol Fest. Oh well, though, it's fine. It is what it is. At least I found it. You know, that's all that matters. I found it now. I know where it is. Oh. Alright. Well, this was nice. I'm kind of out of... That was kind of all the yaps I had. That was an hour straight of yapping and nothing else. Pretty, yeah. Yippee Wahoo Gaming, yeah. I don't know, is this a bad time? This was like... not to make a point of it, but there was like no one here. Like, are Fridays a bad time for me to stream? I think they might be. Like Fridays and Wednesdays tend to be really light. I don't know, maybe I work on a different time for Friday streams. Maybe like 10 p.m. on Fridays is a better stream time for this. You know? I don't know. Best for you personally. Ah, okay. I don't know. Every time I've ever tried to do a poll asking people, because it's like, you know, I've got a pretty flexible schedule for when I can stream, as long as I, like, prepare ahead of time. But it's like, I feel like every time I make a poll being like, hey, what's a good time for people to watch? It's either completely split in all different directions, or nobody responds to it. So it's like... Okay. I guess this was pointless. I guess this was a bit silly. You vote in everyone you see? Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just have to, like, stop asking and start just streaming at random fucking times and seeing who shows up. You know? Like, enough of asking people what they want. I'm just gonna fucking start poking them with a stick and seeing what they do, seeing how they respond to being poked with the stick. You know? That'll probably be best. But yeah, like I said, today was gonna be a really short stream. I don't have much else in the tank. Big Method, my beloved, I know. Poking with a stick is very fun. It's really nice to poke with a stick sometimes. Yeah, no. I kind of want dinner. I kind of want dinner, but I don't really want to go out. Maybe I can order delivery. How much is delivery? I kind of want Potbelly's again. They got really good fucking sandwiches, actually. Like, it's kind of pissing me off how good their sandwiches are. They got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's just fucked up. That's just fucked up. Why do you have that? You shouldn't have that. Maybe I can make a burger, actually. I don't have buns, though. What, can I, like... How much? If they do delivery... How much does this cost? Sorry, I'm literally... Here we go. Oh, it auto-locked my location. That's scary. I am not free tonight to play Helldivers immediately. Maybe later, but there's a different game I'm planning to play that I really want to hop on. So that's the focus at the moment, you know. But yeah, so how much is this? Ooh, that ain't too expensive. That ain't too expensive at all. Get that too. Get that too. just throw that on. Let's just throw that shit on. Let's just throw that shit on. Sorry. Okay. I'm literally sitting here fucking looking at food. I'm sitting here ordering fucking food for myself. I am being a piece of shit. Sorry. Okay. So maybe stream tomorrow, potentially late night stream tomorrow. Then also maybe something Sunday. We're gonna fit right now. My focus is on finishing Silksong, so I'm sorry. That's going to be most of what happens, unless somebody wants to collab, in which case I will break to collab instead. But yeah, we're on the Silksong train right now. I really want to play more of that game, so that's gonna be what we're doing. And yeah, thanks for stopping by tonight. We're not gonna raid anyone because. No offense, Cruelty. Thank you for being here, Cruelty. Just, I don't know. I feel weird raiding people with, like, one viewer. It feels like, oh, yeah, thanks for the raid, dickhead. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for, I guess you're enjoying the free shout-out, dickhead. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, we're just gonna end. But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna, maybe I'd have better turnout if I actually scheduled streams more than an hour in advance. I gotta get back on that. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you for coming. Next stream, someday. Don't know what day, but it's someday. Bye.